بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خير خلق الله أجمعين، نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Excellencies, honorable speakers, distinguished guests, gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Cities nowadays face complex challenges to meet objectives regarding socio-economic development and quality of life. The concept of smart cities is a response to these challenges. Developing urban areas creates sustainable economic development and high quality of life by excelling in multiple key areas: economy, mobility, environment, people, living, and government. Smart cities constitute fully developed cities that promote economic sustainability and growth, achieve optimum environmental and energy standards, as well as provide a high quality of life. They generally achieve this through the widespread implementation of the latest in technological innovations and ICT initiatives. Gentlemen, we begin our meeting today with a recitation from the Holy Quran by Engineer Ahmed Fallata.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن في خلق السماوات والأرض واختلاف الليل والنهار لآيات لأولي الألباب الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم ويتفكرون في خلق السماوات والأرض ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك فقنا عذاب النار. ربنا إنك من تدخل النار فقد أخزيته وما للظالمين من أنصار. ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. ربنا وآتنا ما وعدتنا على رسلك ولا تخزنا يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
Gentlemen, His Excellency Dr. Ala bin Abdullah Nasif, the Executive President of the Royal Commission at Yembu, delivers a welcome speech.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Honorable guests, I would like to sincerely thank you for attending this program for Medina ينبع الصناعية Smart City being organized by the Royal Commission of Yinbua. This program introduces the Royal Commission achievements for developing the infrastructure of the city, integrated telecommunication and information technology network, and also brief you on the Royal Commission plans to make this city, Yanbua, as one of the most important cities in the world. The telecommunication and information technology sector is considered one of the major players in the development process being witnessed in the kingdom. This sector played a key role in the evolution of the real and effective development in many areas towards knowledge community. The Royal Commission has developed the infrastructure for the integrated telecommunication services and information technology network to serve the community and the industrial areas for which fiber optics cables were installed. This network shall become the sole and comprehensive network covering the whole city. The Royal Commission also constructed 2 centers for data and operation control. These centers shall administer and monitor all operations and application of the smart city and upgrade safety and security system within the city. This is to create an information environment for easy and comfortable life. The network will provide telecommunications and innovative services to end users and enable them to access all applications and multifunction control through service providers. The Royal Commission has executed partnership agreement to implement the Smart City in Yinbua الصناعية project with the Bayanat company for the management, development, operation, and maintenance of the integrated telecommunication and information technology service network. Let me give you a few noticeable facts for the combined cities of the Royal Commission of Jubail and Yanbua. 60% of the total Saudi export is made from only those 2 cities of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jubail and Yanbua. Out of the total industrial investments made among all of the GCC countries, 65% of this investment is made in Jubail and Yanbua together. The Royal Commission cities of Jubail and Yanbua are contributing about 12% of the gross domestic product of the country. And the Royal Commission of Jubail and Yanbua cities are producing over 12% of the world's petrochemicals. These remarks is part of why we are want to moving forward for a smart city and help the industries and the investors to process their work and daily work with an easy access to such services of the smart city. The Royal Commission encourages developments in all sectors, including telecommunications and information technology, to provide within a highly reliable work environment, multi-services for the industrial sector and the commercial business sector or the residential sector to meet aspiration of the city residents in Yinbua الصناعية. In addition, the Royal Commission welcomes all related companies and organizations to provide its services to the users with ease and flexibility in accordance with the license issued by the Communication and Information Technology Commission or related authorities in the country. The presenters of this program will provide more details on the technical or commercial aspects of the Smart City of Yinbua الصناعية project. It gives me a great pleasure to once again thank you for attending this program, and I encourage everyone to attend the presentation and communicate with any question with the presenter. Thank you and have a good day.
Now, I would like to ask the honorable speakers for today to please take their reserved seats on the stage as we begin the first session for today's meeting. Engineer Hood Awad Al-Hitershi, Director of General Utility Department, and Engineer Mufarrih Nahari from Bayanat Wholesales and Carrier Services. Now, gentlemen, you're about to watch a short film on Yanbu Industrial City. The film expounds Yanbu future.
Saudi Arabia, the world's reliable source of energy. 40 years ago, a strategic decision was made to construct industrial complexes throughout the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to support and diversify the national economy. A royal commission was established to lay the foundation of strong industrial bases in the kingdom and to encourage development in sectors including industrial, urban, social, health, education, technology and the environment. Industries enjoy immediate access to crude oil and natural gas from Saudi Arabia's eastern province via 1,200-kilometre cross-kingdom pipelines. The Royal Commission's industrial cities of Jubail and Yanbu account for 65% of the total industrial investment for the whole of the GCC and 60% of total exports from the kingdom. Royal Commission cities contribute over 12% to the gross domestic product of the country and produce over 10% of the world's petrochemicals. Yanbu is a worldwide benchmark for highly developed industrial cities. It is the third largest global refining hub and the seventh largest port for the export of oil in the world. Yanbu is the largest industrial city on the Red Sea. With the total area of 606 square kilometers, after the Phase 2 expansion, Yanbu Industrial City has become the largest concentrated industrial location in the world and almost the size of Singapore. Yanbu hosts numerous hydrocarbon, petrochemical and mineral industries, as well as light manufacturing and support industries. Several more plants are in various stages of planning and construction. Yanbu Industrial City is situated midway between the Americas and the countries of the Pacific Ocean. Major shipping lanes connected to the Suez Canal, European markets and developing markets in Africa and Middle East. Yanbu is serviced by King Fahad Industrial Port, the largest crude oil export facility on the Red Sea and the 7th biggest in the world for liquid material exports. Additional expansion of the port and setup of a multimodal hub is coming soon. A regional airport links Yanbu to the rest of the world, and more airliners will start operating soon. A modern highway provides connectivity, and a railway line will soon be added. Yanbu Industrial City boasts of state-of-the-art infrastructure. 3 power plants provide a stable and reliable energy source for current industry and future expansions. Utility supply will double in the next few years with the addition of seawater cooling, power and desalination plants. Yanbu offers an outstanding quality of life on the shores of the beautiful Red Sea. As a full-service city, Yanbu has world-class medical clinics and hospitals. The city offers beautifully landscaped residential areas and recreation facilities for families. The development of an 11-kilometre-long waterfront ushers Yanbu into the future. It is planned to provide residents with many modern amenities, parks and mangroves. Various social events at the city level are offered throughout the year. Yanbu Industrial City is also now famous for its annual Garden and Flower Festival, In 2014, Yambu entered the Guinness Book of World Records with the largest carpet of flowers in the world. Yambu's educational system includes schools, colleges and universities of international standards. A regulating and monitoring system is in place to conserve the wildlife and natural ecosystem to protect the natural environment. A varied portfolio of clients in diversified industries are accommodated in clusters such as automotive, desalination, minerals, sustainable energy and petrochemical. These plants create products that become raw materials for downstream manufacturing enterprises. One of the most anticipated projects is the establishment of Yambu's Auto Part Zone. Leveraging on the existing raw material and current talks with world-class auto OEMs and suppliers will see employment numbers increase several times in the coming years. The city is positioned to be the leader in renewable energy in the kingdom. Its first polysilicon plant is being designed to manufacture photovoltaic components in the solar park. Yambu is planned to be the regional centre for the desalination and other process industries. Royal Commission and major corporate partners have signed an MOU for the expansion of desalination and other spare parts manufacturing industries. It will attract more than 100 new related industries within the next few years and create 30,000 new jobs. Despite the economic challenges of the last decade, Yambu continued to see dramatic growth. This is a testament to the stability of the kingdom's economy and attractive business environment provided by the Royal Commission to the investors. The expansion of Yambu Industrial City will serve to position Yambu as one of the world's most sustainable industrial and business hubs and will propel the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to be the most reliable source of energy of the world. Ride the new wave of development at Yambu, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Gentlemen, Engineer Hood Awad Al-Hitershi, Director of General Utility Department, is going to address vision and strategy of a smart city and the access agreement of the unified network and infrastructure.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Your Excellency, our distinguished guests, also what we like to call you our city stakeholders. Royal Commission is encroaching into a very huge, ambitious project, and we believe that you can be partners with us. This is the first of many presentations regarding the Smart City project. Basically today, we will talk about how we believe this project will make the city of Yinbu as a city of excellence. We will talk about the different contracts and agreements that we have put together to achieve this mission. Also the infrastructure, the ICT infrastructure that are available in the city. As you are aware, when we just basic definition, if we say ICT, I mean we are talking about IT combined with communication for an efficient delivery of the services. Smart city for Yinbu, we consider smart by using the tools and mechanism to enable us to monitor and control our city, plus providing services to the customers. We have developed a vision for the city. It's a global, secured, integrated smart city, enriching the quality of life. We believe this project will tackle 3 pillars for making the city of Yinbu as a city of excellence. It will be an economic competitive city. It will have a quality for life for the citizens. Also, it will protect the natural environment. When you say competitive, we believe that having the different service provider will create competition, will create creative ideas, and will have more services for the city. For the citizens, the city will be managed and monitored for them so they can have a much easier life, and the services that they require will be available as they need it. By adopting the smart meter concept and the water meter concept, we believe that we can have an impact on our natural environment. On the 24th of September, Royal Commission with Bayanat signed a partnership agreement to design and build and operate this project. The partnership agreement is basically to have one converged network that is open access to all service provider, and this is the advantage of it. If we talk about from the service provider aspect, the service provider is no longer required to invest in the capex, in the infrastructure. The investment for him will only providing the service to the end users. From the end user's perspective, he will have multiple choices of service provider with different services opportunities for him. Royal Commission is fortunate from the planning and development of the city. It has a robust infrastructure. It has duct bank systems that for us it is much easier. We don't require cutting the roads or any excavation. We can pull in our existing infrastructure. We have several projects today of pulling the fiber optic to the residents, and we will have many more. And these projects are open for the, through the contracting department for bidding. I mean, anyone can access it. Royal Commission has started to update its guidelines and standard and specifications, and with your involvement, we can see if any other additional requirement is required from a service provider to adapt to our network. We have already developed a PMO office and a design office, and we are working on that. One of the main deliverables of the city, of the smart city project is to have a city management. Basically, it is a unified operations center where we can have a real time for controlling and monitor for different aspects of the city, traffic intersection, building management. We can measure the performance of our operation and maintenance of the city. We can have generate KPIs. We can have an energy management system. We will have one unified call center for all the emergency response, for a faster response for our community. We'll have in the call center, we'll also have a number for operation and maintenance for the city, for the residents not to be confused with different numbers and not aware if it is road issues or building problems. I mean, there's one unified number for the city citizens to access. We already started projects in the security for traffic intersection and CCTV cameras. Many projects, and this is all are concentrated for the safety and security of the residents. We have projects in the building management system that already integrate to our unified operation center to integrate all the ventilation, lighting, power system. We are talking about this will include all the schools, universities, colleges that we have to be integrated and monitored for better management of those facilities. I'm sure you are aware this is just index indicators that we got from CITC annual report. This is just issued 2014 February. It shows how the penetration of different services in the market, and the ICT service revenues as a whole from the whole kingdom, it is clearly increasing, and we believe the city of Yunbur with its diverse workforce and the type of industries that we have, we believe that we have a need and a requirement for you as your service provider to contribute on this. Finally, we believe, after Royal Commission completes its vision, that the city of Yonbur will really be a benchmark for other cities and a reference for future studies. With that, I conclude, and thank you for listening.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellency, our distinguished guest, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mfarrih Nahari. I'm really pleased and honored to be with you today to give you an overview about the ICT infrastructure of Yanbu Industrial City and the wholesale agreement that is part of that partnership. During this presentation, I'll take you through three main subjects. The first subject is Yanbu Industrial City as a smart city and the vision behind that city. Then I'll take you through the open access network and the ICT infrastructure of the city before I lead you to the wholesale agreement as a fundamental part of that vision. As per RCY vision is to have an attractive investment destination and a location of choice for people to live. We have been honored as Bayanat to have a strategic partnership with RCY to develop an innovative smart city in the region. And as a result of that, we had the joint objective to transform Yanbu Industrial City into a leading smart city and a regional destination. To achieve that smart city vision at Yanbu Industrial City, a very well-recognized ICT infrastructure model has been adopted, where the idea about that model is to design and provide fair access to all retail service providers, who will be delivering the services to the end users. That model is called the Open Access Network. For that, I'm showing to you some of the worldwide benchmark about the most successful implementation of the open access network around the world. And as you can see, it has been already successfully implemented in Australia, Switzerland, New Zealand, Sweden, Netherlands, Singapore, as well as Malaysia. So what's so unique about this open access network infrastructure is that it deals with all consumers or customer segments inside the city, or enable the full management of the smart city. For business customers, these are some of the examples that business customers will be enabled to have or to have an access to through their selected service providers. For example, they can have an access to IPVPN, Ethernet VPN, DIA, and different advanced connectivity solutions. Similarly, residential segments have the potential to access all the triple play services, such as voice, data, and video, with a great end user experience. Not only that, but they have the potential to access the value added services such as home automation, hosted CCTV, and community portals. And as presented previously by Engineer Hood, the open access network enables the full management and control of the smart city. So by having a unified operations center and a unified call center, the full management and control of the city will be enabled through that infrastructure. So again, the ICT infrastructure is built and designed over 5 main pillars. Number one is scalability. So the network is scalable enough to support all existing and future services that will come during the coming period. Another point is the intelligence. The network is intelligent enough to enable the most sophisticated services to run seamlessly with an unparalleled quality of service. Security and resiliency are two important features of the infrastructure. We believe that a highly secure and fully redundant ICT infrastructure will ensure the business continuity to end users. And last but not least, the flexibility. The network will be flexible enough to enable any IP compliant smart services. In addition to that, all the above mentioned points lead to provide an economic value for all stakeholders, starting from the network owner and provider till all the way up to the end users. So to translate that vision on the ground, wholesale presents itself as a fundamental part of that partnership. And the idea about the wholesale is to provide and deliver the services within Yanbua Industrial City. We have to assure something, that the wholesale agreement would provide fair access and similar treatment to all service providers. And with that, all end users will be ensured that they can select which service provider to get their services from. This is just a high-level technical or network view on how RSPs or retail service providers will be connected and will be accessed to the open access network inside the Yanbua Industrial City. And as you can see, they will be connected from the back-end side and from the access side. Similarly, this is a high-level operational view where the main message out of this slide is that RSPs will be responsible in managing their relationships with their end users, as well as providing and maintaining the services to them. Meanwhile, all the network-related management activities will be the responsibility of the network operator and the network owner. So as Engineer Hood mentioned, is that in order to have an access to that wholesale agreement, you have to, as an RSP, to sign an access agreement with RCY, where it will enable you to start engaging with Bayanat for the wholesale agreement. Once this access agreement is signed, you will be able to agree with Bayanat to access the network, and then once the wholesale agreement is signed, the RSPs will be interconnected to the open access network, and then will be enabled to deliver the wholesale services that have been subscribed to their end users through their service contracts with their end users. To conclude, these are the main 2 points that I went through during the presentation. First, I want to re-emphasize that the open access network have 5 main characteristics, which are the scalability, intelligent, security, resiliency, and flexibility. All these features leads to having or providing an economic value to all stakeholders within the city. And the other point that I would like to re-emphasize is that the wholesale agreement, we assure you that it provides the fair access and similar treatment to all stakeholders within the city. Thank you for listening, and I hope that that presentation was informative, and we would be really pleased to listen to your feedback, and if you can share your feedback with us during the next Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, now the floor is open for discussion, views, and comments on the topics that have been put forward at today's meeting. Before asking a question or putting a comment, I would like to ask you to please introduce yourself and the name of the company to which you belong.
Zuhri Abu Awad. I'm the Business Development Manager at SaharaNet. Thank you, gentlemen. It was very good presentation, very entertaining in a way, and also good knowledge to know what's going on in Yanbu. Can we just have a little bit brief about the coverage of this network? Because I didn't see that, in accordance to the plans, what Yanbu projects ahead, are they all well in place in the coverage? What are the other plans for the future? Thank you.
Yes, currently the coverage will cover the whole city of Yumbo, even the expansion area, and the coverage, as mentioned earlier, it will cover not only the residential but also the industrial and the commercial. All segments of the city will be covered by the fiber optic network. It is we're having projects. We are executing the projects. We have a project that we are serving areas, and we having vendors, bidders for next year also.
So can we have time frame on when you'll be ready to cover these areas, new
areas? By the end of this year, we have a plan to cover 10,000 residential area. This is the plan we have, 10,000, and we think and the following year we'll have an increment also to eventually we are planning to have as soon, we developed a 3-year maximum to cover the whole city. But today we are the plan for the end of this year is to have 10,000 residential area with some industries.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Haytham Bouaisha. I'm the chairman of ICT Committee in Chamber of Commerce in the Eastern Province and chairman of SaharaNet. The question goes to Mr. Mferrah. Can you define the service providers? Are they the DSPs or the ISPs or?
So what we mean by retail service providers, any service provider that has secured all the CITC licenses, required licenses, and are able to deliver the services to end users. Okay, so it means DSPs and ISPs.
Thank you.
I would like to add also furthermore, we already have developed a business office and a PMO office in the city. We intend that this is very informative discussion. We're going to continue discussing with you. We hope after the finish of this session that we can trade business card, because I'm sure you have additional questions and services that you want to take.
Gentlemen, it's a good opportunity that we are here today with Engineer Hatershi and Engineer Nahari. They are ready to answer any of your questions. So the floor is completely open for you. It's your floor. Any questions on the networks, what they have just presented? Okay. Gentlemen, at this point, our meeting comes to a conclusion. I would like to invite His Excellency, Dr. Ala bin Abdullah Nasif, to honor us on the stage for a group photo along with the licensed supervisors. So please.
معلش ما اتوقع